Good afternoon, everybody. Today I am here to discuss about circular linked list. In my previous class, I have already discussed about the difference between linked list and array, why we are using this linked list, what is the advantage of using linked list over array, and what is single linked list. Now, before going to the detailed discussion, let me ask you one question. This figure is visible to all of you? So now, what is the difference between the circular linked list and single linked list as you observed from the figure? What is the difference? Yes. Here the last node is connected to the first node. Last node that is holding the value 10 is connected to the first node that is holding the value 2. The starting node or the first node is denoted by head. A linked list that where all nodes are connected to form a circle is a circular linked list. So we can define in that way. In case of single linked list, what happens? The last node points to the null, but here the last node is pointing to the first node. So there is no null at the end. So now you can say what is the advantage? Suppose if I want to access one previous node, for example, I am at node 8 and I have to access node 5. Then how I can do it? If I go to the next node, 10 is pointing to the starting node 2 and after 2 you are getting 5. So this is the advantage of circular linked list. You can access any node. So here you can see we have the facility. Here the last node is connected to the first node. Is it clear? A circular linked list can be a single circular linked list, can be a double circular linked list. Double linked list I will cover in my next class, and after that double circular linked list. So for this time, we just concentrate on single circular linked list. Okay, is it clear? Up to this is clear to all of you? So shall I move to the next slide? Okay. So at first, I have the create list function. CRTLIST. I have used this function name. And now before going to the discussion, let me first specify that in the data part, I have stored the ID and name. For example, ID and name of a student. And the create list function is just what is the return type of the function? Node pointer. Why? Because after creating the list, I will return the head or the starting node to the function from which I will call this. Okay. So in in node pointer p pointer start printf enter the number of nodes. First I am asking the user to enter the number of nodes, and then the user will enter the number of nodes. Let denote it by the variable n. For I equals to 0, I less than and I plus plus. If I equals to 0, start equals to node pointer malloc size of node p equals to start. What is the meaning of this? You have already done single linked list. So for the first time, if I am creating a node, what I am creating, there is no other node in the list. So you are creating the node for the first time, you are creating the starting node. So first I will create the starting node, then starting node will be the only one node at that time. So p equals to start. Here p will be the node, the temporary variable. Actually it is denoting whenever I am accessing the nodes. Okay. So at the starting time, whenever only one node is there, that is the start node and that is the p. Okay, so both pointing to the same one. Else that means already there are some nodes, or there is a node or more than one node. That means you are creating the last node. So p next is equals to node pointer malloc size of node p equals to p next. You have created the next node and your next node becomes the presently last node. So what it will point, it will point to start. So p next equals to start. Now before that, you have seen there here, I have asked the user for entering the data. As I have considered id and name, the user will enter it and it will put into the data part. Okay, so p next equals to start and return the start, because this function will return the starting node to the function from which I am calling this function. So up to this clear to all of you? Is it clear? Shall I move to the next slide? Okay.